君の膵臓を食べたい
Zombies.
Let's get something straight. The title of this movie is not some twisted horror flick about organ-eating zombies.
It isn't. It isn't?
No. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is actually an emotional wrecking ball disguised as a high school drama. It lures you in with its cute, bubbly protagonist and an awkward, socially inept MC, then sucker punches you with an ending that feels like a back alley mugging to your soul.
Before we begin, be sure to like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Our protagonist, whose name is so irrelevant for most of the movie that we literally just call him, me, is the most introverted, socially allergic high schooler to ever exist. He's a walking, talking void of personality, happily coasting through life without interacting with anyone, let alone forming friendships.
I have an antisocial personality disorder.
僕はみんなから観察されるのはまだしも
That is, until fate, a well-placed paperback, intervenes.
You can't escape your destiny.
While waiting in a hospital, Me stumbles across a diary titled Living with the Dead. If that wasn't an ominous enough clue, it turns out this belongs to his classmate, Sakura Yamauchi, a human ray of sunshine who is secretly dying from pancreatic disease. Unlike our socially deficient MC, Sakura is all about living life to the fullest, even if her own life expiration date is fast approaching. Now, if you're liking this review, hit that subscribe button, join the family. Alright, so rather than doing what most people would, express sympathy, show concern, or literally anything resembling human emotion, MC just shrugs and hands the diary back. But this lack of reaction intrigues Sakura because, let's be real, everyone else in her life would probably cry or look at her like she's already 6 feet under.
ちゃんと聞いてた？普通さ、驚いたりとか美人薄命だねみたいな慰めとかさ、なんかこうもっとないの？
She decides that this emotionally dead bookworm is the perfect companion to share her last moments with.
偶然だね。
悪いけど君の偶然には付き合えないよ
And just like that, MC gets unwillingly drafted into Sakura's Live Life to the Fullest Club.
そんなこと言ってないでホルモン食べなよホルモン見て見てこのお店の名前私にぴったりじゃない
Sakura, being the chaotic force of nature that she is, drags MC into all kinds of activities. Eating at fancy restaurants, talking about life, and getting into minor street fights with random creeps. MC, in response, spends most of the movie looking like someone just unplugged his brain. But despite his best efforts to stay detached, Sakura's enthusiasm starts to chip away at his cold, lifeless shell. Because nothing screams high school like messy relationships and baseless rumors.
さくらお、京子も来てたんだ
Sakura's best friend, Kyoko, is not thrilled about her hanging out with the human equivalent of the sleep mode button. She warns Sakura to stay away from him, but Sakura doesn't care. She just wants someone who treats her like a normal person, not a fragile porcelain doll. MC, despite his natural tendency to avoid literally all human contact, somehow becomes her closest companion. Things escalate when Sakura drags MC on a spontaneous overnight trip to Fukuoka. This results in what is possibly the most awkward hotel sleepover ever recorded in anime history.
一緒の部屋なんだけどいいよね真実か挑戦かゲームやらない
They play Truth or Dare, because of course they do, and when Sakura asks MC if he likes her, he mumbles out a yes with the enthusiasm of a tax accountant.
3番かな
へえ私のこと3番目に可愛いと思って見てたんだ
Sakura, on the other hand, treats it like a joke and instead asks him to just sleep next to her.
君もベッドで寝なさい
In a bed. In a hotel room. Alone.
Haha.
It's like a setup straight out of a rom-com, but instead of anything spicy happening, MC just lies there stiff as a board, probably counting ceiling tiles in his head. Despite spending all this time together, MC remains as emotionally expressive as a brick wall. So naturally, when Sakura, out of nowhere, decides to kiss him, he short circuits. This could have been a meaningful moment, But because MC has the romantic awareness of a broken toaster, he freezes and thinks back to all the people warning him to stay away from her. This leads to the absolute worst response possible: running away like a startled pigeon. As if this wasn't enough of a mess, MC then gets into an actual fight with Takahiro, some background character who has apparently decided that Sakura is his girl. Takahiro punches MC in the face, proving that even background characters have more emotional range than our protagonist. Sakura arrives just in time to defuse the situation, and instead of comforting MC, apologizes for dragging him into her chaotic life.
私がクラスが一緒だったのも偶然じゃない。運命なんかでもない。
And at this point, you'd think MC would have a moment of clarity, right? Realize his feelings and comfort her, but no. Instead, he just stands there like a confused goldfish. Just when it seems like the movie is setting up for a classic girl dies in hospital, everyone cries kind of ending, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas decides to rip the rug right out from under us. Sakura doesn't die from her illness. Instead, she gets randomly stabbed to death by some faceless murderer.
によりますと、事件に巻き込まれた市内の学校に通う高校生、山内さくらさん17歳は、刃物で胸部を刺された状態で路上に倒れているところを発見されたとの。
That's right! The girl we've been emotionally preparing ourselves to lose for the entire movie doesn't even get to die from her disease. It's like getting hit by a bus right after surviving cancer. MC, being emotionally constipated, does not handle this well. He doesn't attend the funeral, doesn't cry, and basically shuts down completely. Eventually, he goes to visit Sakura's mother, who hands him her diary.
いただけませんか？
え、もちろんよ。
Inside, he finds a final message addressed to him, revealing that she knew about his feelings and that she truly cherished their time together.
正直言うとさ、私は何度も君に恋をしてるって思ったことがあるの。
This finally breaks him, and he sobs like the emotionless dam he's been holding back has finally collapsed.
もう泣いていいですか？
Fast forward a year, and MC finally does something meaningful. He reaches out to Kyoko, who hated him throughout the entire movie. He shows her the diary and helps her understand why Sakura never told her about her illness. In a rare moment of emotional maturity, he even asks Kyoko to be his friend, proving that maybe, just maybe, he has evolved from his default setting of emotionally unresponsive robot.
友達になってほしいんだ。
The movie closes with the two visiting Sakura's grave, marking the first genuine friendship MC has probably ever had.
ガム好きだったっけ？
Alright, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is an anime that lulls you into false sense of security with its bright colors and charming characters, then absolutely obliterates your emotions with one of the most unfair deaths in anime history. Sakura is the heart of this story, a whirlwind of positivity and life, making every scene she's in feel vibrant and meaningful. Meanwhile, our MC is, well, he exists. He gets better by the end, but it takes an entire movie and the most traumatic event possible for him to finally act like a human being. Would I recommend this movie?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But only if you're ready to have your soul obliterated and your tear ducts put to work. It's an emotional roller coaster that proves life is unpredictable, death is unfair, and sometimes all it takes to change someone is an overly cheerful girl and a really, really, really weirdly titled diary. So, grab some tissues, emotionally prepare yourself, and enjoy this beautifully tragic masterpiece. And hey, if you like this, help us by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.
何ぼさっとしてんの？さくらの家行くよ。
そうだね。さくらが待ってる。